Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Tetris 99. All I'm going to say is that right at the end of that last episode, Dan Geese signed on to Tetris 99. That doesn't mean we're going to face each other in the heat of battle. It just means there's a chance. There's a chance we might KO or get KO'd by Dan. It's like playing PUBG at the same time as your boy. You never know if you're going to get, take a 7.62 round of the dome, and then you look at the kill feed and you're like, oh my, it's Shroud! But for now, a second place finish that, to be honest, I do not feel we particularly deserved. Check this out, boys. It's T-spinnable, dude. I'm like, wait a minute, how do I do this again? We broke our T-spin! Anyway. If I don't get it, if I open up a T-spin early, and then don't fill it immediately, it's over. I will never get that T-spin over the course of the entire episode. Probably. I mean, if I could average a T-spin per episode, I'd be a real happy man. Anyway, regardless. Yo, good play. We definitely, on merit alone, we did not deserve to get a second place finish in that last episode. But you know what? Battle Royales are an interesting genre in that your performance is not dictated by merit alone. You know, there's an element of luck, huge element of skill. And I'll fight anybody who thinks that Tetris 99 is not like one of the more skill-focused BRs. You don't have to be the best Tetris 99 player in the world to get a win. But the best Tetris 99 players in the world win extremely consistently. Like, I've seen some of them, dude, they win half of their games. That's nuts. Anyway, we got a KO here. We do have to work ourselves out of the pit we created. I think we got a blue coming up. We don't want to cover the garbage hole, so this will be fine. That will no longer be fine. I know this looks horrible, but I think by doing this, we've actually given ourselves the out we need. As dumb as it oh my god. Alright, so what do you do then? Immediately cover the garbage hole. That's step one. You cover that garbage hole. Get that garbage hole covered up. And then we got no blues coming for quite some time. So send them one of these. Send them one of these. Wrong. That was the wrong play. There you go. That's what we... Could you be more specific, please? This whole episode is the wrong play so far. Okay, blue piece is huge value here. Orange piece is good value. True value hardware. What are you doing? You gonna put a big one on top of the garbage hole? Doesn't really seem like the shrewdest move, but what do I know? There you go. Send this bad boy in here. Toss him a little botched T-spin. That's the ticket. Oh my god. Have we finally gotten ourselves a little bit out of the nightmare? Yes, but it's still horrible. Dude, yes. That's the... Maybe not the right play, but a much righter play. There you go. Start sending him the good gravy. And we have found our way out of the maze. We were lost for a long time. I didn't want to say it, but things were looking a little grim. All of a sudden, couple of good sends in a row, and wouldn't say we're completely out of the woods. See, that was dumb, but it did accomplish one of my goals, which is to remind people that I'm bad at Tetris. You know we gotta check. As long as Dan's online. I killed Mommy Babe. That's fine. You know, all that means is that Dan, he must be in this game. He must be in this game getting ready to get that dub. Who knows? Maybe he even knocked us out. I'm not going to tell you his name. All I'm going to tell you is that you'll know it when you see it. Yeah, that was, I mean, very, very bad performance from the get-go there. I don't want to be the Tetris player who's happy with the, you know, hey, I died, but I got 3 kills, you know? Getting kills in Tetris is a matter of circumstance. Are you better than the person targeting you, and also do you have the ability to multiply the garbage you send at them? You know, it's, I'm not going to say it's not a skill, it's a product of your skill, but it's not a direct relation to how well you played in the previous match, in my personal opinion. 2 targets, 1 target, nothing special, nothing to write home about. Okay, so use your noggin. Can we set up a T-spin here? Yeah, like that. So we won't, because it looked like that was a joke when I said like that. This is what I would consider to be a pretty good start for now. Mercifully, you know what? Send them. Send them. Go to KOs. Probably could have gone to KOs earlier. I misplayed a lot of those pieces there. Super my bad, but here we are. We're probably still a little bit too early for players to really be suffering. I hate to say it, but as suffering goes up in Tetris, so does our enjoyment. We want to play a game, you know, from a Tetris standpoint, not from a real person standpoint. From a Tetris standpoint, we want games where people are maximally frustrated. We want games where people are extremely annoyed. We want games where people are given the refrain of the frustrated gamer. We want them to say, there was nothing I could do, dude. Say it with me. There was nothing I could do, dude. When we get people saying that, it's a good game for us. It's the sad reality of competitive video game life. If you're having a bad game, somebody else out there is probably having a great game. Now, that's the one metaphor I don't think I feel comfortable saying applies to life. A lot of people do live their life according to that principle. You know, they think others' misfortune directly relates to their own ability to succeed. To that, I say, not in my worldview. You know, I'm probably missing a better move, but I think we could have easily made a lot of worse moves there, and have in the past. We got blue pieces coming up, so all you gotta do is stack this, deal with the heat for a minute, and then you're sending them. That could easily be a KO, honestly. No promises, but that's not even, like... Unless we get sent substantially more garbage than that, I'm not even concerned. Because now we send them. Let's go on attackers, actually. I'm a little, annoyed is the word I'm going to use, but I'm not annoyed that I'm being targeted. This is not a there's nothing I could do, dude situation. Rather, this is, you know, I understand the game of Tetris, you know? I gotta send you lines to live, you gotta send me lines to live. It's the way of the world, man. Unfortunately, for one of us, it means we gotta die. Somebody's gotta go down. And that person is relatively likely to be me.
Oh, well, at least we got 2 kills.
You gotta look, dude. Donkey Kong. Dude, there's so many Donkey Kong names in this game. Jonathan. Think it was Jonathan Taves? Probably. Alright, it's fine. The only thing, and I'm not complaining, I'm explaining the circumstances that have befallen us recently. We haven't had a good Rorschach. I mean, we had a decent one last episode, but a lot of our on-camera wins have come from Rorschachable situations. We get targeted by at least 4 or 5 people right at the start. I would even take, if 3 people lets me go on attackers, build up a badge or 2, and then give the badges, you know, their just desserts. Just a 3. 2? You know what? I'll accept 2 for the time being. I think the time has come for us to mix it up. So the time has also come for us to speed it up. I think we're playing much slower than I would like. My controller was temporarily haunted, which is why it chose to send that piece to the side. I'm not even being facetious. My controller has been haunted. You know, can I confirm? That was not one, by the way. That was just an example of me being very dumb. Can I confirm that it's the ghost of Wyatt? No, I cannot. But can I say that that's my hunch without being irresponsible? Yes, that's my hunch, I think. That having been destroyed on multiple previous occasions, Wyatt is now, he's taking his revenge. And the first revenge, you know, is taken in what I would describe as the most obvious way that you could ever imagine. He thinks the controller is the problem. He thinks the controller is the reason he's lost. And that's not true. I would also say to the ghost of Wyatt, you know, don't be so down on yourself, bud. You're still crushing it. Wyatt has, he's got a winning record against me. Certainly not a situation where I think, yo, I hate it, but you know what? We don't need to get down to brass tacks right off the bat here. We got time. We still got time. If anything, it's an advantage to have this much garbage. And you know, sometimes that's a pretty dumb statement. But here I think it's actually maybe right. You know what? Tossing one of these and then rotate that for no reason whatsoever. But look, here we are. Could have flipped that piece. We could, you know, we could have gotten more value out of that piece. Save this one. Send them. Oh, baby, we're back. We got to give a lot of credit to the people we're playing against right now. Because a lesser player would have been completely sent. For now, I'm just, you know, I don't there are probably times where it's acceptable to take the garbage. You know, a time when you actually want to receive the garbage so that you have more to send back at them. It's not what I want to do right now, but I'll acknowledge that, you know, I'm sure there's a case for it. I'm willing. Okay. It's fine. Just got to play fast. We're actually out of a pseudo Rorschach, we've actually created a pretty good situation for ourselves, I think. Just watching carefully for something like this, and then you send them. Okay, we still got 2 attackers. One of those attackers does have badges. Less than me, though. And that's not to be braggadocious. It's just to illustrate the point that, you know, he might not even realize what's happening right now. And if that's the case, I feel bad for the situation he may, Lord willing, find himself in just a moment. Okay, you're a badge lord. I got targeted by you temporarily, and then I sent you off my trail. Trying to be a little bit more attentive to the world of the badges. And the world of the targeting as well. You know what? We got a lot of targeters there. Did we? No, we didn't lose the heat at all. We still got a... People, they want the badges. That's the thing. People get hungry. When you get hungry, you go to the restaurant with the largest portion size. That's us. right now. We're Cracker Barrel. Probably could have chose a better restaurant than that for a multitude of different reasons, but I'm just going to choose to let it go, and that's okay. We added another badge to our tally. Is that a positive or a negative thing? Yes. Okay. You didn't answer the question, NL. Didn't I? Didn't I? Send the garbage back. This is a situation. I'm being very protective of my garbage hole. Pun absolutely intended. 10 players remain. We're still going to stick with KOs? Sure. I do think... Never mind what I was about to say. No! I was doing one extra piece quickly to try to get to the straight piece. We got deleted by a better player. Or a player at a good time. I thought... Hello, fake Daniel. I thought that was one of the best positions we've had going into the final 10. But it all went wrong. That hurts because we got deleted so fast. In hindsight, what I should have done is not... if you're wondering the play-by-play situation there, instead of using the orange to clear a line, I almost dropped my controller. It's already haunted. Instead of using the orange to clear a line, I wanted to place the orange and then use the straight piece to clear the line. But we're probably like 1/2 to 1 second off from that working for us. Would it have saved us and given us the win? Probably not. But it would have kept us in the game. And as long as you got a ticket to the lottery, you know, you can still get that jackpot. But I think we played a lot better that game than usual. Or than recent. Somebody's already been KO'd, apparently. I don't know. You know what I assume that situation is somebody that's trying to stream snipe. And obviously that's probably based on my own bias from being a streamer. But my expectation is that somebody was probably like, I'm going to stream snipe, you know, whoever's playing right now. And then they looked at the stream, realized they're not in the same game, and just X out. Tell me I'm wrong. You don't have to tell me I'm wrong. Just tell me the actual truth, which is there's no way to know if you're right now. Fair enough. Wrong move. It's okay. What do you do when you make the wrong move? You rebuild. Believe it or not, we're actually seeking... Not long piece. Not orange piece, but I'll take it. We were actually seeking square piece, so I royally screwed this one up. Drop a square piece over here. It's a little bit safer. So this is, I get myself stuck in these situations a lot. This is something I could really use some actionable criticism on. Instead of just building these terrible wells over and over. Oh, that is a real bad piece of mojo for you, buddy. All of a sudden, we got the easiest double Tetris in history. Nah. Like, I guess there's just, like, a pattern. Where when you get the pieces stuck in that situation, what looks to me to be the optimum move is always just stacking the chimneys up, which is obviously not very smart. Sorry, Daniel. I don't mean to besmirch the exact strategy you hold so dear. You know what? Something like that. Now you got a way out of that situation in the future with something like that. I'd rather save it, but there's no real place to dump these. But now that I think about it, it hasn't really changed, has it? I'm actually pretty surprised that we're KO-less so far. You know, my position is rarely, if ever, like, oh, we're doing so well right now. Like, where's my KOs? It's more just like, okay, I mean, we split it up there. So that's part of the problem, probably. But it's more just like, you know, I would have assumed... At this point, we would have had at least one, just from sheer amount of lines we're sending downfield. Controller literally just would not let me send that one for about a second. You know what? Toss him one of these. It gives us an avenue for the straight piece in the future. Actually fine. Still fine. Not as good. Give him the straight piece in the garbage hole. It's, I got to imagine that's very rarely going to be the right move. And that was also probably the wrong move. Give him one of these. One of these. Square blocks useful. Get out of a jam. Clear the line. Send the garbage hole. Still 0 KOs. What a merciless game right now. This is good. This is good. That's not great, but it's fine. That line's getting cleared, whether it wants to or not. Now, of course, the downside of trying to clear the line is that you gotta clear it, which is looking a little spotty, but there we go. I told you, you know, we were a little slower probably than we had to be. What else is new? What are you, my teachers? Every year? Haunted controller. Got a little scary there. It'll work. It's just a little spooky. You send them one of those. Please do not send me. Thank you. I just needed one of these, and then we can send you again. Still hate it, but we can make it work. We need a blue piece now. Orange piece is kind of not what we're looking for. You know what? Still not what we're looking for, but a compromise was in order. I know. Trust me, you don't even need to tell me what's wrong with this one. He's actually done it? He's gotten himself out of the jam? That's a big KO, dude. That is a badge lord if I've ever seen one. I'm gonna hit you with that early radio silence. Not common. And also, I love to talk. It's hard to do the radio silence. For me. Can't you see? We almost had it. You got to do a different one. Okay, you know what? It doesn't want to go there. That's going to create a pretty major problem for us. It literally just will not... Okay. I mean, what are you supposed to do, dude? If it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. Bad placement. This one's got to go. There we go. Open and send case. Oh, I knew it. This is still okay. Just hang tight. Only having 2 KOs here is real nasty. You know what? I think that goes there. That surprising move might have allowed us to stay afloat temporarily. Really, really... Let me go, let me go. Oh, dude, one more. One more piece. We get the square block in there. We get a chance. All right, let's see what we got. I'm just waiting. Where's my Daniel at? That was a much better game from our standpoint, from the standpoint of us playing it. Bean Soaker. Is that guy's name really Mario plus you? Okay. We got one more in us, I think, over the course of this episode. I think we played a lot better, you know? Still no T-spins. That's the thing, you know? I really... The T-spin comments, you gotta learn. I don't disagree. But it's like literally... You're in like your first day of college for civil engineering, and you're like, just build the Burj Dubai, you know? Lol, someone else did it, why can't you? You practice it, you know, you see the patterns. You know the patterns and recognize them, you do them. You know the patterns, you don't even have to recognize them or think about them, you can do them. You know, you get to that, you climb the ladder of mastery. You start throwing those T-spins out. It's otherwise, it's kind of like, you know, watching Wayne Gretzky play hockey, and you're like, you know what? There's our T-spin. You're watching Wayne Gretzky play hockey, and you're like, no, you know, Wayne can do it. Why doesn't everybody just do it? This is where I struggle with the T-spin, is when I'm like, how do I get all the other pieces to line up with the T-spin? Because we gotta hit him with like a little overhang or something here, right? Or, I mean, we could do a T-spin single. No, we can do a T-spin double. Here you go. Look at that. Little T-spin double. How do you like me now? I will be honest with you. I think that was one of the circumstances in which it was probably better to set up the T-spin. I think that was one where, you know, we were better off slow on our roll. I don't think those situations come up every time. But when they do, like that, I'm happy to make it work. Not always going to be in the cards, but that felt good. Just to prove that I could at least do it. You know what? Put me on attackers. I don't know. At this point, I really think in order for us to have a good chance of a win, we got to hit you with the did it. Sometimes people, you know, they'll reply to, you know, in reference to what I said right there and be like, what the heck? How does NL know K-pop? First off, I don't understand the hold on, I gotta think for a second. The idea that someone wouldn't know K-pop is like one of the most popular genres on the planet right now. Also, I lived in Korea. Also, my wife is Korean. Doesn't mean I'm required by law to know, you know, all the hottest singles from the JYP Entertainment Group. But, you know, they do come into my purview on occasion. Sorry, I'm being targeted for deletion here. They're not doing a great job of it, which is fantastic news for me. But I might eat those words. Or maybe they'll eat those words. Anyway, suffice it to say, I am aware of K-pop. And I know you're Casey Neistat. K-pop? Yeah, trust me. I'm familiar with YouTube too. At this point, we're coming up to having spent a third of my life on the platform, as embarrassing as that is. You can't sneak a meme by me, okay? At least not if it's been at least, like, you know, a couple of months since its creation. I might not get the memes right off the bat, but you'll be in that point sooner rather than later as well, I promise you. Do I like it enough? I like it enough to try. And hit him with something like this. Also known as a did it. It's okay. I'm starting to think it was not okay. You know what? Put me on KOs again. Screwed that one up. For sure. For sure. Don't be stupid on that one. I felt my stupidity coming to rise on that one. You're okay. You do have to send them. This will work for a send. It just took it was a second order sending. But it could be worse. It could be a Jupiter ascending. Okay, we almost screwed that one up for ourselves. Unnecessary movement, you know? It's part of my problem. I'm okay with that. I did that move deliberately, believe it or not. So I could hit him with something like this. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I meant to do. You ever get so attached to the long piece that you just never use it? That's where we're at right now. No, that's dumb. Well, you know, what's it like to never do dumb things? I wouldn't know, because I haven't been a teenager for a while. Can't do this. Can't do this one. You gotta do this one. Then you send them. Then you send them. Then you should have sent them slightly differently, but that's okay, because you send them, and then you get the heck out of town. That was one of the more valuable get the heck out of town situations I've had. Need that long piece desperately. We're gonna have to make some fairly uncomfortable decisions soon, unless we get a glut of long pieces. See, that was kind of one of them. No long pieces will be saved over the duration of this madness. Yo, okay, you just trying to stay afloat in a world that's doing everything to take us down. I don't even want to see that KO. You know why? I wouldn't say that we've deserved that KO. This is okay. Somehow. We're not out. Send them. Save it. That was a big save, dude. You know, I would have preferred to have saved it for the straight piece there, but I don't think we had the option. I just gotta live till that straight piece comes down. Oh my god. Please, I require another relevant piece immediately, dude. Bad order. Let me place one. Let me place one. Okay, now you're screwed. You let me like an idiot. You let me place one. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out of there! You gotta get Sakurai. Oh, that was a hotly paced game. We didn't quite. Uncle Dan. That's not Daniel. I promise you, but that is funny. Dad. We worked on it. We didn't get there. I tried, but there was some okay plays in this episode. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!